Very good morning to all of you. So, in continuation with fiber optic communication subject, we are today going to complete our Unit 3 topic, that is avalanche photodiode, or the topic name is photodetector. We have discussed the syllabus. The screen is visible to all and I am clearly audible to all. So, we'll start. We have seen optical sources, okay, two types of sources, all its basic requirement, material, different types of classification, everything we have discussed in details, okay. And always numericals will be based on the formulas which we are studying. So prepare a list of formulas so that there will be 60-40 ratio generally, theory and numerical, and every unit is having numerical. सबसे कम न्यूमेरिकल कहेंगे तो हम सेकेंड यूनिट में है, ठीक है. अदरवाइज ऑल द यूनिट्स आर हैविंग मच मोर न्यूमेरिकल बेस्ड syllabus. Okay, so photo detector. So students, I think by the name you can guess what is detector. We have seen optical transmission and reception communication block diagram in the first few lectures of optical fiber communication. There we have seen transmitters and receivers communication channel. Here it is a wired channel and we are using optical fiber to transmit the signal from one end to another end. So optical fiber at the receiver end, it will launch the light into the optical fiber. The light will travel throughout the length of the fiber, but due to some material absorption, due to some impurities which are present in the fiber material, due to the refractive index profile change, all these reasons will lead to some attenuation and losses, which we have discussed in second unit. Okay, so due to that what happens, sometimes due to attenuation the signal is unable to reach at the receiver side properly. Okay, so for those what we do, we connect some repeaters, we connect some amplifiers in between the optical fiber length so that the efficiency will increase at the receiver side. And what we will do in the receiver side we will receive light, we will receive optical energy, okay, which is transmitted. This optical energy is needed now to be converted into its original form, electrical signals. So here a converter is required, optoelectric converter, which will convert your optical light, which will sense optical light, and accordingly the device will generate current. So this type of device is known as photodetector. Okay, an optical detector is a device that converts light signal into electrical signals which can then be amplified and processed. The photodetector is an essential element of any optic fiber system as the optical fiber or the light source. Very essential element if we are using fiber optic communication, sources, detectors and channel. Okay, so principle of photodetection. In semiconductors, conduction band and valence band are separated by a forbidden band gap. Electrons at the valence band are bound. The electrons in the conduction band are free. And when small voltage is applied, they move and causes current flow. Okay. Populating the conduction band with electrons causes semiconductor to conduct current. The value of band gap Eg determines the conductive properties of semiconductor. All these basic things we have studied. Now here we will see how we can design a photodiode. It's again a diode. Okay? It's again a PN combination only. Just what we are doing, we are changing some doping parameters, the consistency, and then we are designing a photo generation device. Okay? The photo generation of EH pair. Here we will use reverse biased PN junction. Okay? To design a photo detector, we will use reverse biased so that the current will flow after the breakdown. Okay, and see students, what are the advantages of detector? क्या होना चाहिए रिक्वायरमेंट, बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट? हाई सेंसिटिविटी, ठीक है, हाई फिडिलिटी, लार्ज इलेक्ट्रिकल रिस्पॉन्स, शॉर्ट रिस्पॉन्स टाइम. These are the basic stability, small size. These are the basic requirement to design any kind of detector. ठीक है? It should be low cost, long operating life. These are the basic parameters to design any kind of photo detector. ठीक है? And device types. What are the device types? To detect optical radiation in the near infrared region of spectrum, both internal and external photoemission of electrons are used. See, photoemission is generating inside the device. Okay? There are two type of photoemission, internal and external. External photoemission are your photomultipliers, tubes, vacuums. See, initially when the before 50-60 years or they had if you have seen, the computer sizes were very large. Who is waiting in the lobby? Hmm. Okay, that time we use vacuum diodes. Okay, which requires very high voltage and are too bulky. That was external photoemissions. Now internal photoemissions, internal photoemission devices are semiconductor photodiodes with or without internal gain, which gives you good performance and low cost. So there are two device types for photodetector, internal and external photoemission. External हम use में नहीं लेते, we use internal photoemission devices which are constructed by using the semiconductor material. ठीक है? And the materials which we are using are the photodiode are made from silicon, germanium and third, fifth alloys in the group. Okay, and now we will discuss a basic optical detection process. So please student draw this diagram in your copy. Please draw this diagram. This is the structure of reverse bias PN junction B. Okay, B diagram, the PN junction. C diagram is your energy band diagram showing photo generation. A is your photo generation of an electron hole pair in intrinsic semiconductor. Finished? Yes, student, finished. Okay. चलो हो गया सबका. That's good. So, what we are going to discuss over here? Photo generation. ठीक है, optical detection principle. We are using a simple PN diode which is connected reversely. The materials are different definitely because it has to absorb photons. Light will be reflected or will be coming to this diode. At the receiving end, the optical fiber will output the light, the device will be there to collect this light. This device will collect all the photon energy. Photon energy will be given. See, you can see the energy band diagram. These photons are continuously coming into the depletion region. Okay, what will happen? This photon will be absorbed and this energy will be converted to the electron. So this will generate current into the device. Okay, this current is appropriately proportional to the light energy incident in the photodiode. Okay, this is the whole logic. Here depletion region will increase because we are connecting this diode in reverse bias. This is the energy band diagram, okay, which is showing photo generation of electron hole pair in intrinsic semiconductor. And when the photon will be generated, when it will incident, when it is having energy h nu greater than Eg. This is very important. This we have seen. So this incident photon will try to release one more electron, which will be there in the conduction band with a release of current in the circuit. Okay? So here we are using a reverse biased PN junction with carrier drift in depletion region. ठीक है, photo generation of EH pair will takes place. ठीक है, photon with energy h nu strikes the material. यहाँ से photon release होगा और यहाँ strike करेगा. ठीक है, the material photon strikes the material, photon absorption takes place and its energy is acquired by the electron with the flow of current in the device. ठीक है, PN photodiode is reversed bias depletion region or layer is created on either side of the junction. You can see the depletion region must be very thick to allow a large fraction of incident light to be absorbed. What is the basic condition? That whole of the light coming through the optical fiber should be absorbed by this depletion region so that it will break down and current will start flowing through the device. Okay, so depletion region should be very thick so that it can absorb light. Okay, large fraction of incident light to be absorbed in order to achieve maximum carrier pair generation. Speed of operation is inversely proportional to the width of depletion region. Clear? Photo generation of electron hole pair takes place, leaving an empty hole in the valence band. Clear, students? A photon incident in depletion region which has energy greater than this Eg, which has energy greater than or equal to band gap energy Eg, will excite an electron from valence band into conduction band. This process leaves an empty hole in valence band, okay, and is known as photogeneration of electron hole pair, which is very important in generating this current into the device. Photogeneration of EH pair. So this is the whole theory which is written over here. Photon absorption is very important, which will release the current in the device. Photogeneration is very important, and EG HF should be greater than EG. That is very important over here. Okay, so all the theory is written. Now that was the basic concept of photodiode. Here we are having photodiode detectors, PN. You can write down in your copy. Types of photodiode detectors, PN, then PIN, PIN by changing some layer. Then avalanche photodiode. Avalanche photodiode. Should we move ahead? So PN diode is a simple PN combination. PN junction is formed and that this diode is operated in reverse bias mode. Okay, depletion region will increase, photo generation will take place and current will be released in the circuit. Okay, simple diode and its symbol is like this, a diode with the light coming into it, a photodiode. Okay, this is PN photodiode. You can draw the symbol in your copy. Okay, this is the characteristics, same characteristics are of your Zener diode. Zener diode always works in reverse bias mode. Okay, so same thing here we are working with this. In reverse bias, breakdown takes place and heavy flow of current will start. PIN diode. This is the advanced version of your PN diodes, PN photodetectors. Here what we are doing, we are just increasing the depletion region layer by adding some new properties to the material. So here we are using a P intrinsic structure. We are using here an intrinsic layer between P and N layer. The intrinsic N structure increases the distance between P and N conductive layers, decreasing capacitance, increasing speed. What happens in simple PN diode as depletion region increases, capacitance increases, which limits your speed. So here what we are doing, we are adding one intrinsic layer which will not increase your capacitive effect, but it will increase your speed of the device. Okay? So this is a conductive layer. The volume of the photosensitive region also increases, enhancing photo conversion efficiency. So here efficiency is increased as the photo generation will take place, the current will be increasing. Okay, photo generation effect is very fast. The bandwidth can extend to tens of gigahertz. PIN photodiodes are the preferred for high sensitivity and high speed at moderate cost. High sensitivity and high speed at moderate cost. You can draw this diagram. PN, intrinsic layer I of N. These are the photons which are coming as the input to this device. With the release of electron hole pair, photo generation, and hence current will start flowing through the device. Finished? Should we move ahead? This is the theory. Photo carriers and photo current. The process generates mobile electron hole pair. These electrons and holes are known as photo carriers. We have studied minority carriers, majority carriers, in simple PN diode. Here we are talking about photo carriers and hence photo current will be produced. Next, write down avalanche photodiode. Avalanche photodiode. See, all these things are very nicely explained in senior book and I have shared the book. From there also you can draw the diagrams. Avalanche photodiode. It is known as APDs. You can draw the diagram. APDs, what they do? They internally multiply the primary signal photocurrent before it enters the input circuitry of following amplifiers. See, it's a very big communication system. We are not just connecting only one device. Okay, we are having n number of devices connected together so that efficiency can be increased, so that we can consume whole of the light without any attenuation and distortions. ठीक है? So ये diagrams अपने बना लिया है. I think I will just discuss क्या है इस diagram में. We are having CNP junction. NP layer in between first and last NP. What we are doing here, a P type of diffusion or ion implant is then made followed by N plus layer. This configuration is known as P plus pi or I intrinsic layer, P and N plus. Reach through structure. कैसे बनाया है हमने इस P layer diffuse की, फिर intrinsic layer, then again P dopanes which is less effective than this P plus. ठीक है, and here we are having N plus layer. So this is the overall configuration of avalanche photodiode, which will have some drawbacks, some improvements, better than your previous circuit. Again, it is connected to the reverse bias. In some books, this I is denoted by pi. Okay, it is denoted by pi intrinsic layer. APD, the reach through APD. This is reach through process because here carrier multiplication is achieved with a structure having a very little excess noise designed by reach through construction. Reach through construction में क्या होता है? The reach through APD composed of a high resistivity P type material deposited as an epitaxial layer on a P plus substrate. This is the reach through process. Same P dopanes are constructed over P plus layer. ठीक है? So again, I am repeating the thing. Carrier multiplication is a very important parameter और वो किससे achieve कर रहे हैं? Because it is why it is needed so that whole of the light will be absorbed by the device and accordingly current should be generated. ठीक है? But what happens? See, time is a very important factor. कि अगर light, as soon as light is falling on the device, but the device is taking time to produce a current. Okay, so that will cause the efficiency very less because it should be directly proportional. As soon as light start flowing, okay, the current should be produced according to that amount only, but this does not happen practically. So we are applying carrier multiplication technique which can be designed by using reach through construction. And the reach through APD composed of a high resistivity P type material deposited as an epitaxial layer on a P plus substrate. ठीक है? A P type diffusion or this ion implant is then made followed by N plus layer. This configuration is referred as P plus pi P N plus reach through structure. Okay, the pi layer is an intrinsic material having P doping only because of imperfect purification. Intrinsic imperfect purification. Okay, it is not a pure material, but it is having P doping only. Okay, so this is the basic construction of your, and what is carrier multiplication. ठीक है, ये अब हम डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. What APDs do? APDs internally multiply the primary signal photocurrent before it enters the input circuitry of following amplifiers. This increases receiver sensitivity. Since the photocurrent is multiplied before encountering the thermal noise associated with the receiver circuit. सबसे पहले जैसे ही अगर हम बात करें, at the receiver side we are connecting one amplifier which will amplify the photocurrent, which will amplify the photolight which is coming out of the optical fiber. So before giving it to the APDs, we are internally multiply the primary signal photocurrent, okay, before it enters the following circuitry of amplifiers. Carrier multiplication mechanism is known as impact ionization. A very important word. You can write this word. Carrier multiplication, okay, then impact ionization, reach through construction, all these words are related with your APDs. ठीक है, carrier multiplication to take place, the photo generated carrier must traverse a region which is a very high electric field is present. In this high field region, a photo-generated electron or hole can gain enough energy so that it ionizes bound electron in valence band upon colliding with them. Okay, the newly created carriers are also accelerated by high electric field, thus gaining enough energy to cause further impact ionization. This phenomenon is the avalanche effect. Okay, below the diode breakdowns, voltage, a finite total number of carriers are generated, whereas above breakdown, the number can be infinite. So this is the avalanche effect. That means continuously carriers will get multiplied. Okay, till the breakdown. There will be a finite number of carriers present in this region, this depletion region. As soon as the breakdown occurs, there are infinite number of carriers which will generate a very high amount of current in the circuit. Okay, now we will discuss the working of this device. Okay, when a low reverse bias voltage is applied, most of the potential drop is across PN plus junction, across this junction. Okay, as soon as I will apply this reverse bias voltage, but a very low amount is applied, तो क्या होगा? Potential drop is across PN plus junction. ठीक है? The depletion layer widens. The depletion layer widens with increase bias until a voltage is reached. क्या होगा? This depletion region will continuously increase. ठीक है? Till what time it will increase? Till the breakdown occurs. ठीक है? Bias until a voltage is reached that is needed to cause avalanche breakdown. At this point, what will happen? At this point, what will happen? The layer just reaches to the nearly intrinsic pi region. This depletion region is widening, widening, widening. So it will reach through this pi region or I region. ठीक है, intrinsic region में भी depletion region पूरा increase हो जाएगा. तो this whole region will be depletion region now. ठीक है? So RAPD, that means reach through avalanche photodiode, is operated in fully depleted mode. Light enters the device through P plus region and is absorbed in pi material. Okay, and the photon gives up its energy there by creating electron hole pairs. Okay, the photo generated electron, this light will incident, photo will be generated, electron drift through the pi region, it will move through the pi region in the PN plus junction. In the PN plus junction where a high electric field exists. Okay, here high electric field exists. The average number of electron hole pair created by a carrier per unit distance traveled is called ionization. A very important word, student, ionization. Okay, ionization will occur, and now here we will see 2-3 parameters, that is electron ionization rate and hole ionization rate. ठीक है? The average number of electron hole pair created by a carrier per unit distance traveled is called ionization. And I have uploaded yesterday's lecture also. But see, this topic is not at all related with the previous topics. So, this is the whole concept of your avalanche photodiode. This is the theory written for this. Okay, avalanche photodiodes. Now you have to write one formula over here. So two parameters very important. APD is generally question में आता है, and this is a basic diode. But see, anyone can ask you in interviews also. Illustrate a diode which is used for photo generation. So at that time you should know. electron ionization rate. Write down in your copy. That is alpha. Whole ionization rate is beta. The ratio K is given by beta upon alpha is a measure of photodetector performance. Is a measure of photodetector performance. Okay, now one more important factor that we are continuously saying, it is multiplication is taking place, carrier breakdown takes place. So this multiplication M, you can write, for all carrier generated in the photodiode is defined by Im upon Ip. ठीक है, this multiplication M. Im क्या है? Average value of total multiplied output current. Im is the average value of total multiplied output current. And Ip is the primary multiplied photo current. And you have seen that diagram. In that diagram, we have shown the electric field. This diagram, see, you can see electric field with respect to distance x. This is absorption region. Whole light will be absorbed over here. ठीक है? Here we will have a high gain, and this is my avalanche region over here. This is the avalanche region. जैसे जैसे avalanche multiplication बढ़ता जाएगा, breakdown will takes place. So minimum field required for impact ionization, this graph I will draw, so you will get it very easily. हमने क्या कुछ ऐसा ग्राफ ड्रॉ कर रखा है ना, ठीक है? So this we can mark as a minimum field required for impact ionization. Impact ionization avalanche breakdown के बाद होगा, and this region, I will use a different color pen, is marked as avalanche region. ठीक है? So this is all about your APDs. It is also known as RAPD due to its construction technique which we are using. And one more important parameter you can write down. Write down the performance of APD is characterized by its responsivity, which we will discuss now. ठीक है, responsivity हम इसके बाद discuss करेंगे, but इस APD का RAPD लिख लो. That is given by this you have to remember. ठीक है? RO is the unity gain responsivity. So this APDs have the major benefit of providing large gain bandwidth product and exhibit low loss. ठीक है, अब हम डिस्कस करेंगे कुछ important points and we will finish up with this topic after that. So next topic is your responsivity. You can write down. It is a useful parameter as it gives transfer characteristics of detector. The receiver का सबसे important characteristic है ये. IP is the photocurrent. PO is the incident optical power. So IP is given by efficiency POE upon HF, and responsivity is given by IP upon P0. You have to remember this formula. ठीक है? NE upon HF, ampere per watt is the unit. Ampere per watt. The output photocurrent is given by this equation, first equation, and responsivity is given by this. And you have to remember this formulas because it is always asked in the numerical. Okay, I think finish writing down this. So next, responsivity versus wavelength graph is shown. Generally, responsivity increases with wavelength in certain cases and it decreases after a particular wavelength. Okay, increases and decreases after particular wavelength. Then long cutoff wavelength. Next important parameter, long cutoff wavelength. Photo energy should have relation. We all know this relation is very important. Okay, so this is a minimum condition कि lambda should be less than equal to HC upon EG. Student, write down long cutoff wavelength. I will write the equation here. And the equation is, the basic requirement is this. We all know F is equal to C by lambda. ठीक है ना. अब मैं lambda find कर लूंगी long cutoff wavelength which is less than equal to HC upon EG. ठीक है. Thus, the threshold for detection is known as long wavelength cutoff point, ठीक है, which is denoted by lambda c HC upon EG, ठीक है, 1.24 upon EG electron volt. So above this wavelength, intrinsic photodetector will cease to operate. It won't operate above this wavelength. तो lambda c की वैल्यू क्या होनी चाहिए? Maximum value is HC upon EG. ठीक है, the cutoff wavelength is about 1.06 micrometer for silicon. For silicon, the cutoff wavelength is this. For germanium, the cutoff wavelength is this. Above this, it will cease to operate. Thus, the cutoff wavelength lambda c determine the longest wavelength a photodiode can detect. ठीक है students? सबने लिख लिया होगा, I hope. So next is your noise. Types of noise: thermal noise, dark noise, quantum noise. We all know this noise. From first year, we are hearing there are many types of noise which affects your performance. Thermal noise, dark noise, and quantum noise. Okay. So thermal noise की value in terms of current, it is mentioned. What happened? So thermal noise is a spontaneous fluctuation due to thermal interaction. ठीक है, as temperature changes, this noise comes into existence. ठीक है, and its value is given by 4 kTB upon R. Clear? Then we have dark current noise. ठीक है, when this exists, this dark current exists when we haven't connected any kind of power supply to it. ठीक है, but a small reverse leakage current flows through the device. When there is no optical power incident, ठीक है, then only some amount of current flows through the device. That is known as the dark current noise, given by this value 2eBID. ठीक है. Quantum noise. Discrete nature of electrons causes a signal disturbance called quantum noise or short noise. It arises from the statistical nature of the production and collection of photoelectrons. So it is given by 2eBIP. ठीक है. All these are your noises. Then this is your diagram of optical receiver. Generally this is asked. Optical receiver performance. तो उसमें तुम्हें ये diagram बनाना है और response time express करना है. So you can draw this diagram in your copy. See photo detection. In place of photo detection, you can use spin diodes, PIN diodes, or APDs depending upon your requirement, depending upon the application. ठीक है. तो photo detection, avalanche gain, noise is calculated कि क्या नॉइज हो सकता है। फोटो डिटेक्शन से जो नॉइज जनरेट हो रहे हैं वो है मेरे quantum noise, dark current noise, short noise, background noise. This will come into play and this will affect the performance of receiver. ठीक है, उसके बाद मैं noise detection करके I will try to remove the noise. Then I will use an amplifier because the signal will get very weak due to all these external conditions. So amplifier, electronic gain. So this is the schematic of front end of an optical receiver showing the various sources of noise associated with each device. ठीक है, so optical receiver, this is the front end. The purpose of the receiver is to convert optical signal to electrical domain and recover the data. This is your front end operation amplifier to amplify the input signal, optical input power, then a photodiode, preamplifiers, amplifiers, low pass filters, and decision circuit to recover the data. This is my optical receiver. You can draw this diagram also. Optical receiver. Signal to noise ratio derivation is there in the book. You can find bit error rate also. So this finishes your unit, optical receiver. And if you have any doubt, you can ask. In next class, we will have ITC as well as FOC. 3 units are completed. So any doubt? So we will finish up our class over here. I hope this online lectures will be really helpful to you because this is really very tough to teach the subjects online. But I'm trying my 100% to put efforts and you should understand the subject. So goodbye students, take care.